guys, happy Monday. Hope you rested up over the weekend because tonight we are making slow cooker whole chicken with romesco and Spanish rice. I promise you the menu for the rest of the week is not as involved as this one, but the leftovers from this meal are going to provide you with the building blocks for the rest of the week. So here's how you make it. You're going to start off by chopping up your carrots, celery, and onion and putting them in the slow cooker. Next it's time for the bird. You want to rinse it and pat it dry, and you want to liberally salt and pepper the inside cavity. To that, you're going to add garlic, lemon wedges, bay leaf, and herbs. Place the chicken in the slow cooker, salt and pepper the outside of the bird, and you're going to dust it with a little bit of paprika, also herb de Provence. After you put the bird in the slow cooker, you're going to add some chicken stock and some dry cooking sherry. You want to add equal parts of them and just enough to cover the vegetables. Put the lid on, set it to low, and forget about it. Okay, if you don't have a slow cooker, you could also do this in the oven. You want to roast the bird for about an hour and 20 minutes on a sheet pan with all those delicious vegetables. I love this recipe because the chicken is going to cook in that slow cooker for about 6 hours. It's going to be tender and delicious, and if you have any concerns about the slow cooker, don't be worried at all. The slow cookers are made to be turned on, especially at the low setting, left alone for hours on end. There's plenty of recipes in which meat cooks in the slow cooker for 12 hours, so 6 hours is child's play. When you get home, you're going to turn off your slow cooker, lift the lid, and you will see a beautiful cooked chicken inside. Carefully remove that chicken to a sheet pan. All those gorgeous vegetables, take out and put on a plate. What you will notice is a beautiful homemade chicken stock just floating around in the bottom of that slow cooker. That is golden. You do not want to waste that. So what you're going to do is you're going to strain that to use as the liquid to cook your rice. Next, you're going to rinse the rice. Run the rice under very cold water, maybe 2 or 3 times until the water runs clear. You want to do this because you want to remove as much starch from the rice as possible so that you can have light, fluffy, airy rice. Next, you're going to put the rice in the pot, and using my very technical method, you're going to put your index finger on top of the rice. Slowly pour the broth into the pot until the broth comes right up to your first knuckle of your index finger. This method might sound crazy, but this method works perfectly every single time for me. Every time I measure rice, I swear it never turns out as good. Of course, you want to make sure that that broth is not piping hot or you will burn yourself. Next, we're going to add garlic, bay leaf, tomato paste, and saffron. Now, saffron can be very expensive, I understand, but I have a little secret for you. In most supermarkets, there is generally a Latin food section that sells spices. In that section, you will find all sorts of herbs and spices and chili peppers that are much cheaper than in the regular spice section. And I normally find a little teeny tiny container of saffron there for usually about $5. Bring this mixture to a boil, cover it, turn it down to a simmer, and let it rock for 20 minutes. While your rice is cooking, we're going to get started on the romesco. Now, romesco is a northern Spanish, very thick sauce, and there are a million recipes for it, but this one just happens to be a simple one that I like a lot. So to get started on the romesco, you're going to have a sauté pan over medium-high heat, and you're going to toast your chili peppers. You're then going to take those peppers, once they're nice and toasted and fragrant, and you're going to put them in a bowl, and you're going to cover them with warm tap water and let them steep for 10 minutes. After that, you're going to add the olive oil, the bread, and the nuts, and you're going to toast those over medium heat until golden brown. The last couple minutes of that cook time, you want to add in your garlic. Please be careful not to burn the garlic because that will impart a bitter flavor into your romesco. You're going to take that mixture, pour it into the food processor, and add the rest of the ingredients and whiz that up. The finishing touch is just a little bit of chopped parsley and you're good to go. At this point, your rice is probably done, so you can turn it off, remove it from the heat, and let it rest. Now to finish off the chicken, you're gonna take that chicken that you put on a sheet pan and put it under the broiler for about 3 to 5 minutes to crisp up that skin. Once the chicken is done, you're gonna serve it with your beautiful romesco and your Spanish rice, and dinner is done. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for my awesome chicken summer rolls. You're not gonna wanna miss it.